Hello. Hi, everybody. It's me, Jamie.
One TV to
Uh,
another, I see.
One TV to yes, from the LCD screen up there to this one here. Yes, you
Kind
know,
of just want to,
At least we don't have a spot if we ever get Boolty on here.
this is exact. See, I'm just making room for him, like the
uh,
wonderful being that I am.
there's a little bit of something back here, just like a little bit of something back there. Let me get that for you.
So, so today
All right, all good.
we are. Thank you. I appreciate it. So today we're switching the script up, and Zova will be doing most of the talking.
uh, no, I won't be doing most of the talking, but I'm going to present our topic. I mean, you don't normally have a topic that's sort of set in stone, anyways, but we
Yeah,
Oh,
we
we
have a
have a
topic.
generic topic.
You have a topic that we don't know about,
I mean, it's social media platforms and creation platforms. Twitch. You're on
yeah,
Twitch right
and
now.
we don't. Yeah,
I
YouTube.
we do
mean,
have a bunch of others
I mean,
as well. You guys will see,
to be fair, Damie, I think Sis will be very disappointed in us for not knowing more about this topic.
right?
You've been on Twitch before, right? We're familiar with Twitch.
Never in my
Yep.
life.
All right, so let's break it down into some categories
We
then.
just we went we jumped the gun. What's
We
today's
jumped the gun.
officially introduce today's category?
Today's category is talking about creation platforms and social media platforms for creators, and which platforms are good, which platforms are bad, what's good about certain platforms, what's bad about certain platforms, what we like and don't like about certain platforms,
All
what
right,
could be better on certain platforms, etc., etc.
Excellent.
all right. So where should we start?
Let's categorize and split it into some categories first.
All
Okay.
right.
We got your live content. You got your YouTube live streams. You got your Twitch live streams. You got your Kicks. You got your Restream live streams. You got your Facebook live streams.
Your
You
TikToks.
used you have your TikTok live streams.
TikToks.
You have your back in the day you had Mixer before it crashed and burned.
We try to
Uh
forget about that. Thank you.
Ninja made a lot of money off of that.
yeah,
He
I'm
made a
I'm sure
lot of money off.
several
So
people
what
made a
happened
lot
was
of
they
money from
offered
that.
him this millions of dollars contract to move to
Yeah.
Mixer. Ninja did,
Yep.
and then Mixer didn't even last a year. So he got the money from his contract,
And then he got to
and
eat
then he
his
went
cake and
back to
have it too.
Twitch. And Twitch welcomed
Yep.
him back with open arms.
It's like, yep, here you go. Here's your money.
Right?
Yeah. And then on the other side of the spectrum, you have your more non-streaming content. You have your when it comes
You,
to like video content, you have your YouTube regular videos. Twitch doesn't do videos. You have
We're
Twitter videos.
overwhelming.
There's
We need
a
to we
lot of
need
stuff.
to
Okay, let's just
we
start
need
with
to
streaming
stop
then.
and take them one at a time.
Let's just
it's,
start with
probably,
streaming.
it's probably easier to divide them into two content, two
Yeah,
categories
yeah.
being either content or networking.
Yes. So let's start with
Well,
content.
Twitter is both content and networking. That's the problem.
I think
So,
it's mostly for networking though, because you don't
It
really.
depends. It depends on who you are. Because if you're there as a creator, you can be both using it as a networking tool and a content
no
creation tool.
semantics. We'll
Some people go to
discuss
Twitter
what
to be
we'll
entertained.
discuss one side specifically as one and then one side specifically as the other. So
Okay,
let's talk about the content creation. Where do you want to start?
Twitch. Let's
All
start
right,
with Twitch. We're here on
All right.
Twitch.
Let's start
we
with
are on
Twitch.
Twitch,
So,
unfortunately.
what does Twitch do? Twitch allows one person, any person, literally anybody, to provide a live stream content to the wide internet.
Yes.
And whether you're no matter where you are or who you are, you can just press the go live button on any streaming software, and suddenly you are live.
Mm-hmm.
And
Hmm.
regardless of whether anybody's there or not, you're broadcasting your content to the world.
Yes,
Yes.
Um,
that is
Now
correct.
Twitch. as a platform does only one thing, and it doesn't necessarily do that one thing the best, but it does only one thing, and that is
Okay.
it provides you with streaming content, and
Yes.
it
Yeah,
doesn't.
it's
It,
just pure.
as a
It's just
creator,
pure delivery system.
your only options to try to push yourself higher on Twitch is to try your best to tag yourself in such a way that people might find you.
Mhm.
The
If
algorithm is really bad on Twitch. We can all
yes,
agree on that.
Because
so yeah, sorry.
growth on Twitch due to its it does have the largest audience for a live streaming service.
Yes, it does.
It does lack discoverability because of the fact that all of its discoverability, anything that's built into it, is effectively it's constantly rewarding you for already being larger.
Yes.
You already have
The
numbers.
big gets bigger.
It's
Like
all a case of
Doesn't.
Twitch is just gravity.
Yes. The more you, the bigger you are. Like there's a point on Twitch where it becomes recursive. You get big because you're big.
Yes.
You
people find
acquire
you because you're
larger
big.
numbers
Yeah.
because you've already got large numbers. And I don't know where that hits. It might be at the 200 mark, it might be at the 300 mark, but if you're holding that many people in an audience, you're going to hit the front page. And
Yeah.
once that happens, like not in someone's suggestion, but like raw dogging it right to the front page. And when that happens, you get that discoverability, and it becomes like a self-fulfilling loop.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is what happens.
Because it seems to be that the algorithm on Twitch um prioritizes, like, there is a recommended feed and you can sort by viewers from highest to lowest. But the recommended tends to recommend people based on sort of two things. One is whether they're people that you've watched before. So if you're brand new to Twitch and you come to Twitch and you just look for somebody to watch, it's just going to recommend people that are big. You're not going
It
to like
will
know who to watch because it won't
Exactly.
know
just
anything about you
recommend
to
people
find it.
who are large content creators.
If you are been on Twitch and started watching smaller creators, it might start recommending other creators that are similarly related to them. Like I'm sure I've been recommended on people's Twitch for people in other streams for other of my friends.
You have
And
for
But
me.
and from watching your content, I've had plenty of other Warframe streamers recommended.
yeah,
Mhm.
another word for sure. Yeah, yeah.
Well,
No,
but
so
because of
yeah,
the amount of Warframe you stream,
yeah,
because
yeah, 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 yeah.
I've seen you play Warframe, Twitch says, "Hey, you like Warframe, right?"
Yeah, that's basically Twitch is doing that essentially. But a lot of times they'll prioritize viewership. Like, so
Yes.
if in the category you're in, and into the tag that you so like you have your tags, right? You have
So
your
big
VTuber
hello.
tags and your other tags and whatever tags you're using. Those show up
Yes.
like when somebody searches on Twitch, if they're like looking for something specifically. If they search that category, essentially like they're searching that tag, then you might
Mm-hmm.
be on a list of people who are using that tag. The more
Mhm.
viewers you have, the higher on that list you'll show.
The
So
higher
more
on the
people will likely.
algorithm that you will appear, it's very difficult. It's very difficult to go anywhere on Twitch.
And the thing is, on Twitch, when it comes to Twitch at least, the
Mhm.
only way that people find you is if you're close to the top, or if you get recommended by somebody else who's close to the top in the category that you're doing. So, or the tags that they search. So, if someone searches a tag, they're probably not going to scroll beyond the first like maybe 20 or 30 people to try to find
Mhm.
somebody. There's like so many people. There's such an oversaturated market. There's so many
Yes.
people trying to stream. There's millions of people trying to stream. People are just going to look at the first 10 or 20 on the list, and they're probably not going to scroll past that. So if you're not on the first 10 or 20 and it's not recommending you because of the algorithm, then you're not, those people aren't going to find you. So
Mhm.
Twitch is very much a, like we said, a the big get bigger sort of thing.
Yeah.
There is one thing Twitch rewards compared to its main competitors, though, that does warrant mentioning.
Okay.
Yes.
And that is that it does facilitate the sense of community much better than, well, YouTube.
Yes, this is true. This
True.
is true.
With the small subscriber bonuses and the ability to raid people and create that into.
YouTube finally built that in, but they're behind the curve on that.
YouTube is not trying very hard.
So,
So, in talking about platforms, then when talking about YouTube versus Twitch, then because Twitch is a platform,
Now
YouTube is a platform.
Let's talk about monetization, since we're talking about the pros and cons. So on Twitch, the monetization is pretty easy. If you get a sub, right? Twitch takes 50% of the money of that sub. If you get bits, though,
before you even get there, though, you have to hit affiliate. So you have to hit affiliate first, and then you can start getting paid.
Then but all the bits that you get are your bits.
Because they take their cut at the top when they buy the bits in the first place. Yeah.
Yes. So the biddles that come to you they're yours. Each bit is a cent, roughly. And so if someone tips you 100 bits, that's a buck, basically.
Yep.
And Twitch does not take anything from those biddles, but it does. And before, it used to matter whether you were a affiliate or a Twitch partner, how much they would take from your sub. But Twitch earlier this year went, tee-hee, we're going back to 50% of your shit for everybody.
Yep.
And that's just how it works. And there was not that much of a stink. There was a bit of a bitching, and then everyone shut the fuck up.
Well, yeah, because people are still going to stream on Twitch because
there was a baby amount of bitching.
It was also the number of people who really weren't in a position to negotiate for better than 50-50 were a very small number.
Yes.
Yeah, and anyone who would have been outraged was probably outraged because if they ever hit that point where they could potentially earn that much, they wouldn't have had the chance to earn it.
Not to mention the people who were in a position or would have been in a position to make a huge stink about it to see what would happen already are getting a great deal of money from fucking endorsements. I'm looking at you, Pokimane. Come on my stream and defend yourself.
Also, merchandising and
yeah.
I'm quiet.
Most of the money,
hopefully now.
Most of the money is comes out of sponsorships and merchandising and brand stuff rather than direct payments from advertising and stuff. Not to say that you don't get a lot of money from ads if you have a large audience, because do.
If you have a large audience, you make bank from ads.
But if you do, that's another thing about Twitch. It's starting to get off topic here. I mean, it's not really off topic, but so Twitch. The other thing that Twitch does, and that benefits sort of following the model of if you're big, it helps you, and if you're small, it hurts you. Is the algorithm does that, and now also advertising too, because if you're small creator, you don't get a whole lot of money out of ads. So the benefit of the money from the ads is pretty small, but you get hurt by the ads because people who are trying to find you, if you have pre-rolls on because you have ads set up such a way that you get pre-rolls, then people will come to your stream and the first thing they see will be an advertisement, and they're likely just to walk away because they don't want to sit through an ad just to see who you are. And if you have pre-rolls disabled, then people will be seeing ads every half hour, and then people will be mad every half hour that they miss content, and you have to deal with the fact that you'll be talking about something and then people will just miss everything that you said because there's advertisements playing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and you run into a problem because on Twitch, there's in theory a way that we can disable pre-roll ads by running a specific amount of ads every hour or so. Brooklyn Rose, hello. And
hello.
Unfortunately, it doesn't work like that for the most part.
It only works once you have
properly.
Only when you have it. It's only really worthwhile if you have a certain amount of audience where you actually start to make reasonable money from it.
Yeah.
But
or if you stream insane hours.
All true.
I make it probably around $200 to $300, and on Twitch per month, and only about I make about like half that is from ads, but it's because I stream 300 hours a month.
Yeah.
So
In the
yeah.
in my case, I don't know if I get pre rolls, but people who've set up their pre rolls properly, like Liz, still sometimes get pre roll ads. It's hit or miss
Yeah.
right now.
Mm-hmm.
As far
The ad
as
manager is supposed to tell you like if you have it set up properly. There's like this little section on it that says you won't get pre rolls, but
yeah,
I don't know. I've personally not had any experience had any issues with pre-roll showing up on mine, but I've had people get unlucky where they show up on my stream and the advertisement just happens to be playing at the time they show up. But
and as Sir Big Cat said, yeah, the missing content is really annoying.
Mhm.
And
it's annoying for me
since
and
Twitch
for
has
them
been
because
running longer ads, it's been showing.
yeah,
Yeah.
because not only do I have to basically stop what I'm talking about because I'm like don't want anyone to miss what I'm saying, but they
Yeah.
also if I don't stop what I'm talking about, then they miss what I was saying,
Yeah.
and it's just terrible.
So
So
Twitch has low discoverability, but one of the
large
things
audience.
is that it has a large audience, and this is going to come up later. There is no agreement that you have to make for monetization. You just play what you're going to play, you do what you're going to do, and you can make money from it.
Yeah, you when you become an affiliate, you have to like you can't like dual stream or whatever, but yeah, that's basically it.
Mhm.
There's not like you can play whatever game you want to play as long
Yeah,
as you're
but
not breaking
they're
TOS.
relaxing that.
Yeah, you can't always pause a game. True, that's also true if you're like in a cutscene and everybody
Mhm.
just misses the cutscene from you being in an advertisement. That sucks.
So let's move on to YouTube.
Yeah, so YouTube also has poor discoverability, but for a different reason.
Okay.
Not you have a poor discoverability on YouTube for both as a big creator and a small creator because unless you're subscribed to someone, you probably won't know that someone is live.
Mhm.
There is no page you can go to find people who are live.
Yes.
It's all mixed together with videos and everything else, and so there's literally no way for you to find streamers on YouTube unless you already know who they are.
Yeah.
The
Having a stream schedule is very important if you're on YouTube.
Yeah.
There is technically more discoverability on YouTube for the fact that your work is archived.
I mean,
Yeah.
there's
and
that.
the algorithm is much nicer.
But that's
You can make
it's
video
really just
content that lasts forever on YouTube, and your squads can technically be saved there. But as someone who's streaming live, in your actual live streams, you may not get people finding you just because.
it's
Yeah.
more a case of the more you stream, the more discoverability you technically get because of the fact that you'll have those live streams peppering just people searching for any
But
given game.
if those VODs are unfavorable in the algorithm because of how long they are and people don't watch the whole thing or various things like that and so on, then it might actually hurt you too.
The
True. Yeah.
also the thing about YouTube is YouTube has a fun thing where you can schedule something or you can set out that this will be occurring at this time. So when someone goes to your channel, it will be listed there in the videos, right? But it'll say that this is premiering at such and such time, which was really nice of them to do. Now, monetization is harder. Much harder.
Oh, yes.
YouTube
does not give you...
Yeah, you have to have a certain number of watch hours. Because YouTube is based on watch hours, not subs.
Subscribers and watch hours. So you need like 1,000 subs to become a YouTube partner.
My audio is a bit low. Is it? Is it still a bit low? Let me adjust.
You sound fine in Discord, so I have no idea.
Okay. That should hopefully fix it. Hey, Boomer. Hey, Keyshawn. Kunshawn. Alright, so here's the thing. YouTube works on watch hours. It doesn't work on audience size, whereas Twitch, being a live platform, works on audience size. So you have to have a certain size audience in order to even be, thank you, I'm glad that you guys pointed it out to me, in order for you to be able to stream it, okay? But there's another thing. YouTube is a lot more strict on copyright function. And so in order for you to monetize a video that's been played, you need to either be making original content, or for people who are gaming, you have to meet that company's monetization rules.
Yeah.
And in some cases that means contacting the company directly. In other cases, those rules are available on a website, and it'll tell you, okay, because some of them are like, whatever, do the thing, we don't care.
Yeah.
Credit
YouTube
us.
is
But
like
but other things, like if you want to say stream
Nintendo.
Persona
or Persona.
and monetize that, you have to talk to Atlas itself in order to get those
Yep.
perms.
Also, on top of all that, YouTube is very much about whether your content is quote unquote advertiser friendly.
Mhm.
So if your content contains something that they don't like, then
Mhm.
you will get demonetized.
It's
Indeed. So
the 15-second rule. The 15-second rule is very simple, right? Don't swear within the first 15 seconds. Because if you swear within
Oh,
the first
fuck.
15 seconds, you will automatically be not okay for what they're doing, right?
Mhm.
That's
Yeah.
also, YouTube runs on a 3-strike system. So if you get a strike, then that counts against you, and if you get 3 of those, you're kicked off the platform forever.
Yeah. Twitch
And-
does technically have a strike system, but I've not seen it used.
Yeah. So it's for Twitch, it's got to be really, really, really severe. I
Yeah.
mean, they let Pokimane stream Avatar: The Last Airbender and didn't throw a copyright strike on
To
her,
be
so
fair, I'm sure
they're
if it
good.
was a smaller creator, they would have banned them. So
Yeah, exactly. So you can contest the strike against you, and that's its own
bag of worms.
internal can of worms. But yes, like, I have a copyright strike against me on YouTube. I had someone narrate one of my stories, and because they were kind of a far-right nut job, we had a falling out, and they copyright struck me to get the video taken down. Not that, and I didn't use YouTube for quite a while, actually. So 6 months later, I found out that this happened.
yeah.
And they make you go through, when you log into your account, they make you go through a YouTube copyright school using, of all things, the Happy Tree Friends, which have not
Oh,
been
no.
relevant for a decade now.
Probably.
Decade and a half, potentially.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So those,
Happy
those
Tree
are like
Friends of all
the-
people.
yeah.
So there's that. So monetization on YouTube is harder. However, YouTube does have the super chat function, and the super chat function is really good. Now, I don't know how much YouTube takes out of super chats. Let me take a look. See if I can figure that out.
I'm not familiar with how much they take, yeah. They're cut, so to speak.
So
I do know they do take a cut.
possibly it's 70-30.
So they take 30?
They take 30. They take 30% of the super chat, which, yeah. So if you send a streamer $10, they'll receive 7.
It's better than Twitch.
Yep. So YouTube will take 30%. Now, super chatting on Twitch is
That's the thing. It's just the thing that does exist.
yeah. Super chatting on Twitch exists, but it never caught on, and that was like the
Yeah.
pinned comment thing. So the super chat function is you put in the money, you send the super chat. You got to stop copyright claim for a sound that was not in the game at all. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I've seen that before.
And so you send the super chat. The super chat is a bigger version of your message. The streamer will usually stop and read it, and it's color coded. The infamous Aka Super being the red super chat, which is $100 to send.
Oh,
So, yeah.
Someone dropping hundreds down there.
So the
Amazing.
super chat. The super chats are no.
But between the
They're red, green, and blue.
red, green, and blue. Okay.
Red, green, and blue. Green being, I think it's blue is the weakest. Green is the next one, and then red is the biggest one.
Gotcha.
Kiryu Koko, the legendary dragon, being at one point the most super chatted person in the world, primarily from when she would go to the bathroom. The blue wall of super chats would come,
Oh God.
representing the toilet flushing.
Oh no.
I.
Yeah.
Hilarious, actually, though.
Amateur bird watchers getting copyright struck. Oh my
Song is
god.
crazy.
For birds noises. That's you can't
I mean, look.
copyright bird sounds.
No, the birds deserve to own their copyright.
This is true. The birds
Birds-
deserve to
you
own their
will-
content.
You will be hearing from the bird lawyers.
Yeah.
Are you the
that's scary.
bird lawyers?
Don't let the bird lawyers get to you.
You tend to take
I'm.
bullshit cases.
How dare you? Also, first off, I'm thoroughly anti-bird. I would never take a bird's case. Sorry.
That's fair.
We are-
we know this from Cliff.
This is true. We are thoroughly anti-bird, Alu and I, because we play video games. And there is nothing worse in a video game than a fucking bird.
Exactly.
There's nothing more awful than
If you've
being
ever played,
Oh, please continue.
there is no such thing as an appreciable bird in a 2D platforming game.
No.
They are all spawns from the deepest bowels of hell that exist purely to throw you off the edge and die in a completely nonsensical situation.
I have played a game where I have beat the shit out of the boss, right? Wailed on him, moved on to the next section, only to get killed within moments by this random ass fucking bird
Mhm.
that has just decided I can eat shit.
If
Bird.
you've played Castlevania or Ninja Gaiden, you have no sympathy for birds.
No. No, birds are little sons of bitches.
Bob Marley music and Elton John music sounds like bird chirps, apparently. Okay.
Oh.
And there is a perfect example of things you probably cannot get away with saying on YouTube.
Right.
Probably.
YouTube demonetization also can occur randomly and without warning.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they're like, oh, too much booba, or too much lewd content, or oh, your advertise. You said something that's not advertiser friendly, or you
Or
swear
in
too
the
much,
case, or in some cases, you've got a copyright claim against you. Not a strike, but a claim. And while that is going on, the videos in question get demonetized. that dumb hoe Alinity. Yeah, I'm talking about you, Alinity. Early 2000s, when PewDiePie called her a Twitch thought, on stream was like, can we copyright strike PewDiePie? He called us Twitch thoughts. And they tried. They tried to issue a bunch of strikes against his videos, specifically because they demonetized at that point. They all got remonetized. Alinity, stick to OnlyFans. Your content's garbage.
Yeah.
See, I probably can't say that on YouTube. YouTube also has an anti-bullying policy. In theory, Twitter does. In theory, Twitch does as well. Not really.
Yeah.
Not
to be
really.
fair, Twitch is kind of big, and
Twitch is the
there's a lot of
Twitch
people on
is
here.
still no man's land. In some cases.
But you see, there's a platform called Kick, and that is where the true no man's land is.
Oh my god, are we going to talk about Kick now?
Well, I think we should finish off on Twitch versus YouTube first.
Okay,
it's
so
the true no man's land.
So, what are the benefits to going to YouTube? If you can get the monetization, right? The algorithm is nicer to you. And the super chat function is nice. People can subscribe to your content without having to pay the subscription fee. And also, you can open up a members section, which is basically like subscribing on YouTube. It's like subscribing here on Twitch, but members get access to special members only streams, and you can set your thing. You can set it so a video or a live stream can only be seen by a member. And that's one of the benefits to members only streams, is that they'll do like watch alongs.
You can actually do that on Twitch now, though.
Huh?
You can do that on Twitch now.
Yeah. Not that they'll play the movie on watch-alongs, but a lot of members will do like, okay, we're going to start the movie here. All right, we're going to do a watch-along together, or they'll do ASMR streams, or any number of things, or play games with viewers as a members-only stream. So that is pretty cool. So YouTube has some different avenues for money, and of course, ad revenue. You can still get them ads, and I believe you can set how many ads you want to hit too, because holy crap, the narration channels I listen to, whoa, they be slapping ads every 10 minutes.
Oh god.
Yeah. Not small ones either. Thankfully, YouTube has the skip function. If an ad is too long, or it goes past a certain amount of seconds, you get the skip option that pops up. And you can skip the ad.
Yeah, that's true.
You cannot do that on Twitch.
Nope. Now, something about YouTube versus Twitch, too, is plugins and features.
True.
One thing that Twitch does really well versus other platforms right now is that a lot of companies have put a lot of investment into features and plugins and user interactivity on Twitch. So you have channel points, for example. Channel points allow you to create custom redeems and things. That's something you don't get to do on YouTube, as far as I'm aware.
No, you don't. YouTube doesn't have text-to-speech or throw shit at people or any of those innumerable things that you get on Twitch. There's not the interactivity.
There's no plugins. There's no bots or whatever built for YouTube, so you don't get to do like special little interactivity things, and you don't get to do commands and things like that. You can maybe there's Stream Elements lets you do something, but like there's no like real big API to like create your own commands and plays and stuff.
So if you want more interactivity, you go to Twitch. Now, if you're a smaller creator and you want to get in quicker, you go to Twitch. Because then you just need bros in order for you to reach affiliate.
Yeah,
if you
can hit affiliate fairly quickly if you know a few people and can lurk in your streams for you and get a few follows and stuff.
Now, if you are dedicated to creating content and hopefully getting people to watch said content, you could go to YouTube. But They both have their barriers to entry. Twitch is easier to break into.
Harder to grow in.
It's harder to grow in. YouTube is harder to break into, but easier to grow in.
Yeah.
Once you get the watch hours to become
Once you get
monetized.
the watch hours.
Yeah, once you get the watch hours.
Mm-hmm. Now,
All right.
Kick is a new up-and-coming platform. Now, someone might say, hey,
Kick
Twitch and
already
YouTube-
existed.
Twitch and YouTube are big platforms. There's so many people on here. There's a lot of things that are like it's like very hard for me to get noticed here. What if I go to a
Mhm.
platform that has less people on it? So introducing Kick, this brand new platform where all of the people
Well-
who used to do gambling streaming on Twitch flocked to because Twitch
Yep,
banned gambling casino
Yep,
streams.
I was about to say, so Kick originally was just a messenger program. And Kick regularly gets law enforcement to hand over IP addresses.
Yeah.
Kick is problematic because I gotta do this in a very very careful way. All right? Because Kick has an extreme problem that hasn't really been fixed. Kick has an issue where the age of the person you're talking to.
Are they the same Kick? Important question.
Huh?
Are they the same Kick?
Yes.
Are you certain?
I'm going to look up the history.
Let
of
me
Kick
take a
real
look
quick
at
so I
this.
can-
Are they the same Kick? Or is it Kick with a
I think they
CK?
might have. It's KICK.
Oh, never mind. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're good. Okay. Phew.
I'm gonna link it for you so you can see what I'm talking about, Damien.
Wow,
so at least
that is good. That is good. Okay, that actually makes this a lot easier. Also, if you have the messenger Kick KIK, stop using it. The cops will find you.
Yeah.
This is
yeah.
problematic, actually. Naming your streaming platform Kick. That is
Yeah.
dangerous. Because already it got mixed up with something else.
So the thing here's what Kick is, all right. Everybody on Twitch who is streaming casino stuff and gambling stuff like slots and stuff
Mhm.
got banned on Twitch.
They
So
did.
Casino sites were like, well, we don't want that, so we're gonna make our own platform with blackjack and hookers, literally.
Literally blackjack and hookers. This is true.
And so they made their own platform. They're like, all right, and so they propped up Kick, and they're like, how are we gonna get people on our platform? Well, let's see. Let's offer everyone a really good split on their thing. It's like a loss leader, I guess you might say, for these casino
yeah.
companies.
Which
Because
is already
now-
dangerous, but yes.
Here we go. Here's 95.5. You earn 95% of the money that you earn on Kick. That's an attractive offer. You're a new streamer. You've been struggling on Twitch and or YouTube, and you want to find a new platform that maybe you can grow on better. There you go, Kick. Here you go. Earn 95.5. If you're a streamer on these other platforms, we'll get you affiliated right away, and you can switch over right now, and you can start streaming there. Now, here's the problem with Kick. It's a very, very, very not safe place for your image, you might say, for a lot of reasons. One, because if you go over to Kick, you're accepting the fact that it's run by casinos and that it's okay for that to be done. The
Yes.
other thing is we were talking about no man's land before. It
Yes.
is the literal no man's land over there. The moderation on that platform is basically non-existent. There are plenty of people reporting people being super duper racist or transphobic or anti-LGBT and all sorts of things on that platform with zero repercussions. And nothing happens to them. They don't get banned or whatever. there's lots of people streaming basically porn on prawn on that
Oh
platform.
wow!
And all sorts
And
of
not
things.
too far off from the Kick Messenger.
There's Kick's not a great place. It has potential to become okay, but I don't trust the people who run it. And yeah, it's owned by Stake, a cryptocurrency company. Stake. Yeah, it's not exactly the best thing to be associated with. I will just say that. And so the promise of Kick is, hey, you're a new streamer, or a currently existing streamer who's not got a lot of people on this other platform. We'll offer you a good deal. Here's 95.5, and there you go. And so Kick is like, yeah, here you go. Here's some money. Come to my platform, and don't care about the fact that we don't have any of the features yet or anything like that. Now, as far as discoverability goes, it's just the same as Twitch. It looks like Twitch. It shows mostly people on the front page who are already big, and the features are lacking, though it doesn't have the bots and stuff that Twitch has. But when it comes to Kick, the like right now they're working on that stuff, right? Obviously, they're like Blurp. If you're familiar with Blurp, it's like a Sound Alerts competitor.
A little bit.
They have Blurp on Kick now or whatever, but so Kick is that platform, but you also have platforms that are smaller too, like TikTok Live and Facebook Live, and we can talk about Mixer too. You know that happened. The thing about Kick, if you think about it, right? At the 95.5 split, if they want to make money eventually, they're gonna have to cut that split, right?
Yeah.
So all those people that go to that platform with the 95.5, they're just gonna cut that back eventually, and then you're gonna be on this new platform with just as bad a cut as Twitch, probably. Or the business will go out of business, and then you're just left in the water again.
Yeah. The problem that I have, the concern I have with Kick is that the business side of it seems unsustainable.
Yeah. Servers cost money.
Yeah. Servers cost money.
Kick is currently not very advertiser friendly as a platform either.
No. And then there's there's a Discord thing too, but I don't think there's a way to monetize on Discord.
There is actually.
Oh shit! Well,
you can subscribe on Discord.
Oh, so
you can subscribe to a Discord, and they'll get paid for it. No,
there's a question.
There's a question.
You know, there's a question we have as far as, you know, how comfortable again are you going to be working with, you know, working with a company that's basically, you know, it's basically the safe haven for the safe haven for gambling and porn watching.
Yeah. It's yeah.
There's
that's true. Sustainability is in all platforms, but at a 95.5 especially, that's not like obviously Twitch is struggling. Is quote unquote struggling. It's quote unquote struggling, but it's not. It's more sustainable than Kick is. No. And so I mean, obviously we do need competition, right? Like because platforms need to be there needs to be competition in any market when it comes to online or anywhere, any companies, any competition. That's true. And yes, Kick is technically competition, but is it the competition we want? Like, do we really want Kick as like the main competition to Twitch? Like, that sounds.
We do
I don't know.
not. That is.
They have the potential to become better, but the problem is that people who run them aren't exactly the best. That's the problem, right?
Mhm.
I don't know. I I mean that's my opinion. Of course, anyone can have whatever opinion. I'm like, if a cryptocurrency company or a casino or whatever runs a company, and
Oh, that's
I
right.
already
It's
don't.
also full of crypto bros.
It,
Yeah,
I mean, having it isn't going to have something that's outside of the normal realms. Breaking the duopoly, effectively, is still
Yeah.
meaningful because it more further opens up a path for other people. But it's not so much that we're not so much that the competition from Kick is necessarily healthy or what Kick itself offers,
Mm-hmm.
but more just
Mm.
that when you the initial break of the duopoly opens the floodgates effectively.
yeah. If you're just like, we need competition and we can literally have anything, we'll have shit on a stick and that's good competition. I mean, sure, I guess, but like, I don't know. I'm really so there's this fourth one that I'm hoping grows, but you know
Hmm.
it's still small right now and it's still way in beta. It's just the one I'm part of right now is VStream, which is a VTuber streaming platform that's dedicated to VTubers. So like sort of like you watch VTubers, here you go, here's a VTuber platform, and it's run by people that I would say are far more reasonable and not crypto bros.
Hmm.
And so, and the other thing is that they're actually, straight working directly with YouTubers to like design the features and functions of this platform. So, in a couple of years, it might actually be a viable competition to Twitch and YouTube
Hmm.
as far as VTubers go, at least. That's another thing with Twitch is that we didn't talk about. I think is censorship in regards to VTubers. In that,
Twitch or YouTube?
well, Twitch. I'm not sure about YouTube so much because I don't. Well,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, YouTube does too technically because of demonetization for X and
Yeah.
Y Z reasons.
They
But Twitch is
demonetized
like
Liz originally.
no wonder boob ban. No,
Yeah.
yeah, it's like crazy and like a lot of a lot of IRL streamers get away with so much, and then VTubers get targeted for various outfits and things that aren't really that bad.
Mm-hmm.
And and so one of the things that VStream is actually running on too is that, hey, your outfit, as long as it's like not pornographic or like showing genitalia and stuff, as long as it's tasteful, it's fine. Like whatever, you know,
Hmm.
like your outfit isn't going to get you banned unless you're literally like doing something stupid and wrong. Whereas Twitch is like, you have some under boob gone.
Your boob be
To
gone
be
thought.
fair, you're not right or you're not wrong. There's a lot of bad VTubers, but there so there's also a lot of good VTubers, and just because there's a small minority of bad people on Twitter doesn't mean that necessarily that every VTuber is bad.
Well, I
It's
mean,
not.
you
It's
can. Well, so while yes, there is of course the general negative association if you generalize VTubers. But that same goes with almost any group. There's always negative connotations
I
with
mean, yeah,
particularly anyone in the content field, because frankly, in order to really have content work, you need to draw attention, and
Yes, you do.
the way almost anyone will resort to in the end to secure attention in the content field is by stirring up needless drama.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
And because VTubers are predominantly content creators, that means there will be a, a condensed number of people who are frustrated with their lack of growth and resort to these very coin flip methods,
yeah.
which creates the
The
associations.
whole every all press is good, or like all press is good press, like negative press, positive press. Like you get called out for being a bad person. Well, that's all these people are finding you now. but you know your audience is going to be filled with people who are bad people too. It's alright.
Welcome, Raiders.
Welcome,
Hello,
Raiders.
everybody. Welcome, welcome. My alert to my. There we go. Caught up with me. Mama Nerdy, thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate it. Very cool. 18 people coming in to come visit us. The likes of
Booyah.
NYC Gamer, Mama Nerdy. I see Gwen. I see Beardy.
Beardy.
I see Thor. Let's give Mama Nerdy a shout out. Mama, I was watching you, Mama.
I'm not even doing my job. Hold on. Forgot.
I mean, I would certainly hope so, said Big Cat.
Is
We love
the-
Beardy around here.
Is the there we go. The stream elements has been really wonky for me.
Stream Elements has
doesn't.
been messed up for me too. I'm thinking about
Mhm.
replacing it entirely with my other bot because it's just been not working for me.
Yeah. There's
Stream
serious
Elements
ass
has been-
crime. Is it serious ass crime or serious ass crime? Are we
Where's the
committing
hyphen?
ass crime?
I don't know. Ass
Oh.
crime. I like ass crime. Wait, what?
You like ass crime?
I like ass crime.
You like ass crime? Okay.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Maybe. What is a crime
Okay.
against ass, anyways?
What is a crime against ass? I'll tell you when you're older.
Sure.
Yeah, I'll tell you.
Yes, both always.
I'll tell you when you're older about ass crime.
The severity of the ass crime is irrelevant.
Ass crime. Look,
God.
ass crime is some of the best crime. That's just how it goes. So,
Oh yeah.
as another streamer
wanted
once
to-
said, fist it, you goddamn pussy. The severity of the ass crime is. Yeah, so Stream Elements is effed for everybody? Okay. So,
Yep. Agreed.
Mama, before we continue, how was the rest of your stream after I had to go start streaming? Did you have fun?
Oh
Law and Order SVU voices.
no.
Bum, bum, bum. So much crime.
We like crime here. I like to murder.
Get right. I miss primetime crime time. We don't have any crime games.
No.
No.
No crime.
So, chat, definitely not going to Kentucky. And no, don't do
not.
that.
No. Kentucky's a terrible place.
Kentucky, not a good place. Not a good place. No, Kentucky.
No, Kentucky, no.
Kentucky, no. So today we're talking about the
We're talking about social media platforms and streaming platforms and platforms that people create content on.
and the pros and cons, and we already covered YouTube. I
Twitch.
confused Kick, the streaming platform, with Kick, the messenger you should not have on your phone because we all know why you have it there.
Wee woo, wee woo, wee woo.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
What did Kentucky do this time? There's plenty of reasons, things that I don't want to get into.
So
Huh.
the so now we're chatting
We've gone into a conversation about communities and
a little
YouTubers
bit
and
about
stuff a little bit.
communities
So
And
I'm gonna make a
VTubers.
statement that I saw
and
so,
VTubers.
in regards that before we got the raid and stuff, I saw this comment on Twitter which I thought was really insightful and like actually like made a lot of sense.
Mhm.
When you think about communities, like, do you lump all streamers on Twitch together that are like IRL streamers? Like, do you say it's the IRL streamer community is outraged because this IRL streamer did this one thing? Does that happen?
Yes. No.
Okay, so why are all VTubers lumped together as the quote unquote VTuber community? And when one VTuber does something wrong, all the other VTubers are suddenly like tie to it and somehow.
The reason is honestly simple because VTubers are a new frontier. FleshTubers are old hat. They've been at this for well over 100 years now.
Yeah,
I mean, FleshTubers have had their time to shine.
exactly.
I mean, after all, I mean, we had the era of Shakespeare and all of his posse
Yeah.
of FleshTubers.
Yeah, filthy
Posse of
flesh tuber.
tubers. Damn.
Yeah, disgusting.
Yeah, they had a lot of flash over there back in the day.
Yeah,
But that's really
too
the
much
core of it.
flesh.
But
It-
that's
it-
my point. It was just like
Mhm.
we make this big thing about, oh, this the VTuber community this and the VTuber community that, but like, why is it the VTuber community? Why aren't we just all different creators with our own things and we have little subgroups? But like,
Because I think people haven't really caught on to the fact that it's really just
virtual
the
creators. We're just virtual creators. We're all individual people.
Well, fundamentally,
that Steam does have a good point, and some people have utilized this. But it's not really a fact. So some people really point against the entire community. Because while there are bad people who will do that anyway, I mean, people rebranded before the
This
age
too
of
is
VTubers
true.
anyway.
It's
Mhm.
harder to,
It's-
if you're a
it's-
big person who gets into black, to change your face than it is to change your model. But
yeah.
your voice is still the same unless you do a voice changer, I guess, or like our voice actor.
But people always trying to fight bad press with a rebrand.
Yeah.
Uh,
Well, I mean, people found out who the one new VShojo person was based on their voice, so.
Oh, that
Mhm.
was that's just an open secret.
Yeah.
But also part of why I think people really associate VTubers together is because when you mostly hear about, I think most people who believe were first talking about VTubers were talking most about corporate VTubers and
Yeah.
lumping that
Although
together.
I am gonna quick point something out.
Mhm.
The new member of Vishojo Henya did not leave her previous position as part of the Vooms project because of any scandal or anything.
Oh yeah.
It was just
exactly.
time to move to a new place with a better contract.
Mhm.
Yeah. People for some reason thought otherwise, and then they.
Yeah,
you know.
they thought. Yeah,
People get outraged about all sorts of shit.
yeah, people
But-
get outraged.
I don't know. I think it's weird that we all get lumped together, and I don't know. I think we should try to break that, but I'm not sure.
Indeed, 'cause it's more just. I mean, there are people also just used to lumping entire community together because it's easier to generalize than to look at even subsects. Because just there are a lot of VTubers that. I mean, one thing to lump a team together because they're clearly associated with one another.
Yeah.
But I mean, you're not associating with the lion's share of VTubers. You don't know them. They do
Yeah.
not.
There's millions of, well, not millions. There's thousands of them, small and big, ranging
It-
in size from 0 to hundreds of thousands of people watching them.
It is easier to lump. It's easier to generalize fans of something rather than creators in a space, in my opinion.
This is
Yeah.
true.
Because that becomes a case of, well, there's clearly an aspect of similarity and degree of expectations that share between them that clearly create some sense of generalization, of accurate generalization, which one can very clearly track. But you can't really lump the creators themselves in together unless it's a particular subset.
Mm.
I mean, there's a degree to which you could generalize, say, YouTubers, because there is
Yeah.
a distinct market that they're all trying to utilize
Yes, this is
in
true.
that. But if you're
It's quite a few people, VTubers on certain other blue YouTube or blue Twitch, whatever you call it.
But if you're just generalizing a VTuber just because they're using an avatar that moves,
or doesn't
Yeah,
move.
it's not saying
Just an
anything. It's just
avatar in
saying
general. If you have an
'cause
avatar on screen, whether it moves or not.
exactly. It's just congratulations, you like privacy and have an avatar or an original character that you want to be represented by rather than your
You
face
have
or
a little
just.
bit more brand than just being no tuber.
Some of us like being a no tuber. Thank you.
No, I'm just saying it's just like there's like a range of you have no tuber, like, and then
Mhm,
you have someone, and like you can be
exactly.
a successful no tuber, but like you
Yeah,
got
Mama Nerdy's
the
right. Mama Nerdy started out as a VTuber. As a
Indeed.
PNG tuber, yeah.
yeah. There's
So,
and something else I've seen is just like an offshoot too is that it used to be that VTubers were something new and special,
Hmm.
whereas like and like
No.
so there's a lot of market for it, but nowadays the amount of people like it's no longer like so basically old hat, so it's no longer like this big thing. So
Hmm.
there's still a lot of people trying to get into the market of VTubers, but there's not as many people watching new VTubers.
Hmm. It's still a great space if you're a model artist or a ringer, but
Yeah, I mean
it's.
all this there's a lot of people buying commissions for things in the hopes that they'll get big
and there's
because it's sort
still
of
a
like
lot of fun
gold mining.
being a VTuber.
Yeah,
You
well, it's
know,
fun to
it's
be a VTuber, even if you only have a couple people watching. It's still
yeah.
fun. But there's some people. It's sort of like the gold rush of XYZ is like they're selling
Hmm.
all these mining axes and things like that, trying to sell people
Hmm.
this dream of going to this
Yeah,
place to
I
get
agree,
rich on
Steel.
gold.
It can get a
Hmm.
little funky. Now,
Yeah,
the I will say this, for the most part, the VTuber community is more welcoming than the FleshTuber community can be. Whereas fans more easily transfer from one VTuber to another, something you don't really see with as big of FleshTubers like your XQCs or your Lily
yeah.
Pichus or your Pokemanes come onto my show. Pokemane, you fucking coward. Um,
As if Pokemon will ever see this.
no. Does Pokemon ever watch anybody else's content? That's my question.
Probably not.
At the end
I
of
don't
the
know.
day, it's either a hobby or a business, and you have to be upfront. It's how you treat this, and it's never going to work out as a business. That's what you have to go into VTubing.
You have to
like,
realize
there's no way this is going to
content
work
creation
out.
content creation is not something that you can expect to work out. Like
Yeah.
it's like it'd be like you going in high school being like, I'm going to become a professional sports player, and then trying your best to be a professional sports player. There's no guarantee you'll get hired by the NBA.
No.
Hmm.
There's only so many watchers to watch people, and there's the algorithms. Even if you do all of the steps to try to market yourself in the best way possible, the algorithm still might not work in your favor.
Hmm.
But you give it your
It's
best.
But you give it your
indeed.
best. You have fun with it, and if it works out, it
You.
works out. If
Abandoned
it doesn't,
Bad
then it
Dragon Toy, my favorite name for somebody, has given us a hydrate.
doesn't. Okay.
But it's. But part of it also with the people who make it try to tell you, oh, it's super easy. You stick to it, but
Super
they don't
easy,
tell you.
barely an inconvenience.
They don't. They gloss over all the advantages that they had because a lot
Yeah.
of it is because this is a complicated business, and while yes, fortitude is probably the most important facet, you also need networking, but not just networking
Yes.
of like, oh, I know you, you know me. You need to make friends. You need to make actual
Yeah,
Yeah.
you need to make
connections.
some actual connections.
That's why there's like a gap between people who are stuck in zero to one viewers and people who are at least at 5 or 6 a lot of times.
Hmm.
Is that there's a difference in whether they know people or not.
Hmm.
If you don't
The
get to affiliate right away, it might be because you don't know anybody, and so your platform, your streams are stuck along with everybody else at 0 to 1 viewers.
hmm and the core of it is that you don't look at it as a business first. It's more that the business comes naturally by success and passion.
Mm-hmm.
If you get to that point, you can transition, but you can't just say, "Oh, I'm going to stream and that will be my income."
Mm-hmm. And for
Because
some
that's
people, it's still surprising. Like if you watch uh, Chibidoki's streams, you can tell that Chibi is still bewildered as to how she got there.
Yeah,
Mhm.
you know, it just happens sometimes. You
Yeah.
might meet the right person. The right person might see you. You know, this person, like, you might get randomly stumped in the algorithm, like Lopi, if you know Lopi. Uh, a funny
Lopi,
one.
Lopi got Lopi's an interesting case. She had a TikTok that fucking exploded, and that made
Yeah.
its way over to Twitch.
YouTube. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, because
moved
Lopi was
over
like
onto
making
YouTube.
good
Yeah,
content. Lopi was making good content, but
yeah.
it
No,
wasn't like,
Lopi's it was making good content, and then had something launch off.
yeah, the algorithm chose to launch ignite Lopi, and then went from 200 to like went from like 2,000 subs on YouTube to like over 100,000.
Yep.
Like, yeah, but
So
you won't. It's like playing the lottery. You won't ever win the lottery if you don't play the lottery. If you're streaming and you're doing it for fun, and if you keep doing it, you might get that, you know, spark that just the right people might find you. The algorithm might just happen to shove you up one day, and you might actually be able to capitalize on it, and so
Mhm.
on.
because
no,
in the end, the core of it is that if you want to see success here, the most important thing is to have fun.
this
Or
is
completely
true.
sell out. If you, you either have fun or completely sell out. There's no middle ground.
Yeah, this is true. Um. So yeah, the fact that corporations have weaseled in on this feature. So the two big boys, and those are through YouTube, are Hololive, of course, and Nijisanji, with VShojo moving its way up.
Yeah, VShojo's really. I mean, if I was going to join any of the three of them, if I had the opportunity, it would be VShojo probably. But I wouldn't. One, I'm not good enough for that, and two, that's like making you join a company, and I'm like, that's a whole other can of
Well,
worms.
so VShojo runs, interestingly, they're a talent management organization where Hololive creates the VTubers and you audition to become part of them. Uh, the same thing with Niji Sanji. You
Well,
don't.
they have gotten people like that, or
Yeah,
they have adopted once or twice, but
yeah. You don't do that with VShojo. You have your pre-existing VTuber, and you move in. There's only been two instances where they new quote unquote new characters come in, and that is
Penny is a
that
new
is
character.
very. In one instance, it was because they were just transitioning from a corporate VTuber to becoming independent, to once they had their own model made, because the model they were using was a loner. Once they had their own model made again, then they joined VShojo. And this second one that was a new VTuber that joined VShojo is, of course, because they made the decision to leave the project that they were on and did not retain the rights to their VTuber.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
Yeah, that makes sense.
yeah, but then you have other
Yeah.
stuff like a lot of other smaller VTuber agencies, and that you run into issues because we've had whole VTuber agencies fold
Yeah, that's
and
the
have
thing when
mass graduations.
any any VTuber company or agency that's not already like moderately successful is going to be up against some huge, like,
Mm-hmm.
people, and so like you see your Kawas and stuff, and they might have good business models maybe, but you don't know if they'll make it in the long run. I did apply for Kawa a long time ago and then I didn't make
Oh,
it, but uh the there's a lot of there's a lot of companies that are smaller that they might just you might just wake up the next day and they might just be gone. So you never know. Idle is another one that's pretty big too. I think Idle.
Yeah, that is a distinct issue, and if you are a fan of VTuber news, I suggest checking out False IDs, things VTubers say on YouTube. You can subscribe to him on. You can follow him on Twitch if you want. However, when False IDs does stuff on Twitch, they're just showing you how they make the videos.
Is it paid promotion?
Videos live. No.
Are we getting paid for this?
Oh no, we're not getting paid for it. You're right. Fuck that guy.
No,
No, I might get an opportunity.
you might be on things VTubers say by talking about things VTubers say on Twitch.
Banshee Boo was friends with Lady and got a mention for their birthday. And occasionally they put that No Talent Hack Evanitos stuff on there too.
You really do have something against him.
More and more every day. Feel like being on a team, you're as strong as your weakest link. If you've got 10 members and 3 are horrible people, yep, they represent the company.
That's actually something that happened recently. So there's a company, this is a much smaller company called Lucid. Okay. And one of their VTubers was, this is all about that super drama on Twitter, but one of their VTubers said something they shouldn't have, and because it's their brand, they chose to suspend them for that action on Twitter. Mm-hmm. And of course, all these people went to defend the VTuber, like, oh, well, they should have the right to say it, blah, blah, blah. But their whole company is represented by whatever this person says. They have the right to defend their own brand, however their brand wants to be. If they're branded on a certain thing, you're not an indie. You don't get the right to say whatever you want to say.
Yeah, this is true.
So if you say something that hurts the brand, you're going to get suspended, and they're going to come up in front of it and say, hey, we don't agree with this. The brand is what decides your opinions on Twitter if you're a VTuber. Yeah. And you're on a corporate. So if you don't like that, don't become a corporate VTuber.
And in the case of VShojo, they are a talent agency as opposed to like an actual corpo VTuber. They're all independent. Well, they were all independents except for 2 of them. They banded together as a talent agency, and it'll be interesting to see where they go from now because I think it's Nazuna.
I see, Steel.
Wow. As Nazuna was Rushia from, this is a known one, is Rushia from Hololive, who then went back to being Mini Neko, who now is the new Frozen. Thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate it. Thank you. I was watching Frozen in the background doing some truly amazing art.
Trust me, Steel. I know just as much as his prosecutor.
So
yeah, to be fair, your friends that you have on stream and stuff do affect you as an indie too. Like if you have a friend on stream and you agree with what they say. That's actually happened with the two not to mention people. They said some things that made some people uncomfortable, and they agreed with it. So now all 3 of them are sort of falling into that category. But anyways,
although we got off topic hard,
it doesn't matter.
It's
a podcast.
But that's classic streaming into the void content.
We talk about what the fuck we want to talk about.
Well, two things about that. First off, it's still technically part of it because
if you lie down with dogs, you get fleas. Exactly.
We were talking about content creation platforms, and part of what is important about the most important thing about a content creation is the content.
It's Pep. Everyone bow to the Pep. Stop and bow to the Pep.
I love you, Pep.
Our topic at the start, Steel, was content creation platforms. When we were going to eventually talk about networking platforms as well, but I think we'll probably save that for another day.
So let's talk.
Well, because we
So
talked about Twitch and YouTube, and I wanted to talk about VStream because I wanted to do my little spiel and advertise it because it's a great platform.
Mhm.
But we
okay,
didn't get to it.
so go ahead and talk about VStream.
All right, let me grab my link. Let me just grab the link to the website so y'all can check it out. But hold on,
Are you about to
Please.
shill on our podcast?
it's
Yes,
a good platform.
Okay,
Damie.
shill.
Let
Do
me-
it.
Damie,
Alright.
Yes.
see, I knew this would be a shilling stream 2 days ago.
Yeah. Look, you know me. I am a shameless shiller. Shameless.
At least, so while I didn't ask you if we could pay for the full ID bit, we also don't really have we don't have a connection there. But this, we do have a connection there. We are getting
Waves?
Yeah.
some benefit out of it.
Yeah. So
Do
the
you have
waves
to
is just
apply
like
to use this platform?
Yes.
okay. So this
but not at
platform
least.
is in beta, and it is invite only right now. So I'm part of
Okay.
Wave 2. I'm one of less than 100 people on there right now. Wave 3 will be
Oh
coming out.
wow.
They're doing waves every 2 to 3 weeks of 30 people, and there's like 800 people who applied. So there's a lot of people coming through. But it's a beta platform. So VStream is a platform built on the idea of VTubers. There needs to be a better competition for Twitch than Kick, and
Yes.
VTubers need a platform that isn't Twitch or YouTube to go over to and be safe on, and
Because they're
and
all
the
because
fans of
the
VTubers.
biggest names are hostile to VStubers. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So introducing VStream, a platform made by VTubers for VTubers. It is not only a streaming platform, it will be also a video upload content platform as well as a text platform in the future. Right now it's just streaming because that's the primary goal is to get a streaming platform together. And there's a whole roadmap of getting features. We don't have monetization yet. It is a monetization will be coming in the summer. But so there's no ads over there if you want to watch streams over there. There's no ads yet.
But you can't join it.
You can't join it yet. You have to sign up and get invited. But
Okay.
the essentially, God forbid, you become popular while essentially being a pixelized puppet. Yeah. But it's a platform, brand new platform. The features that they're working on raids and stuff. They're listening to us. Literally, they come to us for advice and so on to try to build this best platform we can build. And I think that's something we need is a platform like because VTubers are sort of just like a subset on these platforms like Twitch and YouTube and stuff. It's like we don't really get a say in a lot of things, and especially like big companies like Twitch and YouTube, they do what the hell they want, and they deal with the consequences later. They don't really care. Whereas like when it comes to a small platform like this that is being developed, hopefully it'll grow big. I'm hoping they're making big moves.
They're okay.
big plans.
All right, I'm popping in here.
You popping in
I'm
here?
popping in here. I'm popping in. I'm popping in, and I'm calling bullshit.
All right.
Okay.
I'm calling solid bullshit. So in order for a platform to grow to be of any real challenge, its accessibility has to be higher. So
Only invite only while so you can go watch it. Like you can make a profile and watch it right now. You don't have to be invited to watch it.
No, not invited to watch it, but invited to be a part of the program.
Well, see,
Yeah, because it's brand new. It's in beta.
it's
They're not
okay.
open fully yet.
so
It's currently limited.
remember, Damie,
Yes.
an invite-only phase is typically an introductory phase to ensure that those who they bring on will represent the platform well.
There's no way
Yeah.
I'd get picked. I swear too much.
Well,
No, I don't care about swearing. I mean, I
Oh.
swear on my own.
I mean,
shit.
there are some other worries, frankly, rather than your swearing. But yes,
I might try to apply to see what
mean-
happens.
I mean,
Yeah.
nothing ventured, nothing gained. But
yeah.
Just throw the form together. Like fill out the form on their Twitter, and then if you want, you can join their Discord to
So
hang out,
that
like
is-
and see what
so-
they're doing. But
This platform so far has
they just added the search function. You can actually search for people now.
oh my god,
But
okay.
It's great.
This isn't beta, this is alpha.
Did you understand where Damie's coming from? It's only in beta. It
Mhm.
makes sense.
oh,
Well,
absolutely.
yeah, it's not going to stay that way.
I mean, any
obviously.
sort of social
That's
stream, an invite-only system only really works when you're dealing with something that either is of nebulous legality
Yeah.
or just you are clearly targeting people who already have connections and wealth and such. You're,
Mhm.
you're either
They're
targeting the
trying
rich
to.
or you're straddling a
So
very grey line.
so I'm
They're
going
trying
to.
to get the word out of their platform, and by
Mhm,
picking up VTubers who are established on other platforms to get them to try out their platform and to beta test it for them, they're going to be essentially like getting these people on their communities to come try out this new platform and sort of spread the word. It's sort of like what I'm doing and what everyone else is doing. Is the goal
mhm.
is to get people to know about it, and like their goal, their cause is worthy. We all know, at least I think we all know that Twitch and YouTube and Kick leave
I
to be
mean,
desired.
I don't think there's anyone who has not already made it on these platforms who thinks,
Yeah.
yes, I'm content where I am. I definitely would not switch from the platform if it was
Yeah.
actually sustainable and accepted me.
Yeah.
Oh, if I could move to a sustainable VTuber only platform, I would do it.
Yeah,
But
Because
and
I would because I have no interest in. I have no since I am a VTuber and
Mhm,
I tend to move around in those spaces. I would rather now that would make it difficult to collaborate with some. See, we have flesh tubers on the team,
mhm.
mhm.
so it would make it a little bit more difficult there. But
Well, I don't know if
for
there's any rules against having a collab with somebody who's a Flash tuber on
Well, I mean,
team.
also look, how many
So yeah,
festivals? How many
technically.
festivals do we really have on the team?
Mhm.
uh, Stitches is a
No,
VTuber now.
Stitches is a VTuber.
Stitches
Ne-
is a VTuber. Um,
See,
uh, Mr. Bad Attack.
He's a VTuber
no,
now.
he has a PNG now.
Oh, he went to PNG.
He is a
He has a
PNG.
PNG.
I
He,
saw
He's
that he went to PNG. I didn't
he,
know if that's
I,
a
I have no idea, but he technically is a PNG tuber now, as far as I'm
yeah.
concerned. So
But I'm gonna miss those
next,
epic body rolls.
I mean, he might still bring it back for a raid, but I mean, for the most part, you can still be a VTuber and still show face every now and again.
I
But
mean, I do
I want them
occasionally.
body rolls. They're
A
awesome.
model in the works. Oh wait,
All
Matt has a
right,
model in the works. That's crazy.
Oh my.
Mad Attack
That's
is a
awesome.
model in the works. Wow,
Awesome.
we're all abandoning the flesh.
Indeed.
I mean,
Abandon
I
the
never.
flesh.
Yeah. Abandon the flesh.
So
The,
well,
the,
that fixes that.
But I think it's a very appealing idea to have a platform that not only are they listening to the VTubers to like build new features and functions, and they're actually like coming listening to advice and having stuff like
Mhm,
that. But the other thing is that it's a brand new platform, so there's less competition on a new platform than there is on, say, Twitch.
mhm,
So yes, there's some bigger VTubers that are joining the platform. There's also some smaller VTubers who on Twitch, average like 2 or 3 people. Like there's no they're good content creators. They just don't have they don't Twitch doesn't push them anywhere.
mhm.
So
No.
this might be an opportunity for those creators to
So
find an audience.
VTubers, try and how do I apply?
There's a Google form on their Twitter.
There's a Google form on their Twitter.
Yeah,
How unintuitive. All
it's in
right.
beta. It's not a
So
long term solution. They're not going to have a form like that in the future. Oh yeah, the other thing that's cool is this platform is tied to Discord. So your Discord is right now it's tied to your Discord account. So you log in with your Discord
you log in with Discord. Interesting.
Hmm.
and there will be eventually the ability to sign up without Discord, but it's primarily through Discord right now. And so there's a lot of spam accounts on there for one, because everyone has to have a Discord to be able to chat and stuff. The other
Yeah.
thing is that when you follow somebody, whenever they go live, it'll send you a message on Discord via their bot. So there's a little bot called VStream bot, like it's a VStream bot, and whenever
Mm-hmm.
someone goes live that you follow, it'll send you a message on Discord to be like, "Hey, this person's live." It's neat.
That's
It's
very
there. It's sort
interesting.
of like a they're sort of like a mix between Twitch and YouTube as far as how the live system goes. They have in the way that YouTube Live does, they have thumbnails, and you schedule individual streams rather than just hitting go live.
Shannon
And
wants to debut on VStream.
Yay! Instead of no ads, we do silent ads as banners under stream.
I would love to see silent ads
That could be good.
or banners.
One thing we're trying to push for, and we'll see if this happens or not, is the ability to control the advertising we get on our channel. In the sense that we want to be able to control who is allowed to advertise on our channels. Like, we don't want this one company is bad for our brand and we don't like it. So let's say we block them from putting ads for this company on our channel.
Understandable.
That would be awesome, because
Like Warner Brothers.
Like Warner Brothers.
If you don't want people to see Warner Brothers ads on your channel, then you can block them from showing ads from that brand on your channel. That would be
I'd
dope.
block insurance ads.
Yeah.
That's because you cause damage.
That's exactly why.
Hell yeah.
I don't want people.
Well, and it would be a choice
fixing
thing.
shit.
Like maybe
Ad
they
revenue
could,
is where it's at.
if maybe you could have a couple different
A
options.
1099, so taxes could be taken for. Yeah, a 1099 would be nice. Integrated tax assistance would be nice.
Which does send you a form, and they do take out. I think they do take out, or I don't know if they do take out. They do send you a form.
Twitch, send me my form.
You have to earn a certain amount to get a form. If you don't earn more than a certain amount, you don't qualify.
Well, yeah, because you have
enough.
to earn X amount in order to be taxable.
Yeah, so like my taxable income last year from Twitch was.
Thank you for the
Yay,
raid.
Raiders.
Thank you. Welcome in, Raiders. Welcome.
We have my income from Twitch last year.
Steel,
was
learn to program,
1600,
build a platform. I'll join it.
like 1,600 for my income from Twitch last year, and all of it was written off by business expenses. Part of it was written off by TwitchCon because it was a business trip.
So,
But yeah,
I would.
Steel, can we hire you to write a new
sign
tax
up.
code for the
You
US?
know what, guys? Do you think I should? I'll put up a poll.
But yeah, for VStream, I'm only streaming over there twice a week. I've dedicated 2 of my days a week to VStream
Mhm.
that I normally stream every day on
All right,
Twitch, but I'm switching 2 days to
we'll
VStream
put up-
so that I can.
We'll put up a poll. A poll is up.
This is a completely unnecessary poll, Damie.
No, if people don't want me to do it, I'm not going to do it.
Yeah, and at
Like-
least 2 people are gonna say yes.
Yeah,
I mean, just here's the important thing to keep in mind, Damien.
we got one for no.
I think you need to remember something very, very important here.
What?
Your community is not just people who have found you randomly on Twitch.
Okay. Yeah.
They're people who will. Most people are people who have followed you from your prior channel.
Like from account
You
to
can
account.
say the name.
They followed you from Chaos Unboxing.
Yeah, you can. The name is not a taboo here. Oh, thank you for the sub, Cheese Boy. Thank you.
And,
2/3 of a year, one more month, and our baby will be born.
and so, as a result, they are likely to follow you anywhere that's convenient.
This is true. And if
And let's be frank with ourselves here, because VStream is currently built on Discord as the core of the account, they don't have to make a new account.
yeah, this is true.
Therefore, there's really nothing lost by.
You can also, if you go make an account right now, Damie, you could probably snag the name Damie.
I could probably get the name Davey.
Yeah, like Freya Kearney got her name Freya on there, and
Oh,
I
nice.
took the name Zova on an alt account.
Oh, nice.
You
I,
could just take the name Damie and just be Damie instead of Damie not robot.
Interesting. It looks like. All right, guys. You spoke. I'll apply for VStream.
Let's go.
I'll do.
I
I'll
think
do
Liz
the.
said she was going to apply too.
Who said Liz is gonna apply?
I think so.
Then I have to be there. I'm
mean,
not
I
know,
letting
I was
Liz
talking to Liz
beat
about
me
it.
on V stream.
I mean, it would be nice
Bitch.
it would be nice to have the team steadily accept an alternative plan because no
Yeah.
one's really happy with how Twitch is running.
No, we're
Because-
not very happy with how Twitch is running.
And so, I mean, I don't think it's going to switch over entirely, but I think we'll probably have a lot of people just having it.
unless the platform really blows up, I'm just not going to fully switch over to VStream, but I'm going to stream
Yeah.
over there on some days.
I
Mhm.
mean, it might be interesting to do the thing. What the hell is that?
That's
Oh.
it's Steel's new username, obviously.
Steel's new username. Got it.
Steel Nerves X69 420.
Free Robux. Yes. Free Robux.
You forgot the XXX between Steel and Nerves. Oh
I
my
mean-
Proof
God.
that Damie is a boomer.
I mean, we already knew this, Steel. But he's
I'm not
our
looking at
people.
account.
I'm not a V boomer, you fuckers.
You can make an account over there too right now and like set up your profile. You can do a debut on there too, but it's like for a debut on like Twitch. Like if you want to set up a debut and list it on there, you can have it listed for a day that you're gonna like say debut on Twitch or something.
Okay.
So you can like set up your account with all your information and stuff over there and start gaining followers now if you want to. You have
Well, I will do that
the invite
later
is-
today.
the invite is just so that you can actually stream there.
Yeah, I'll do it. I'll do it later today. I probably won't get in. I mean, if
Let me
like
know so I can
800
follow you over there when you
Like
do.
if 800 people are applying, I
Yeah,
doubt
but
that
you're
they're gonna
awesome,
let. I
so-
doubt that they're gonna let a man and a TV in there. But
You're
I mean,
awesome, though, so-
there's no other VTuber on the platform anything quite like you.
oh, that's true. I don't see any non-human VTubers.
yeah.
Hello,
See, that-
son.
See, there's an advantage for you.
This is
Mhm.
true.
Hello, Toya.
You know, and it would
That's
be.
why-
It would be interesting to be one of the first non-human VTubers on a platform.
Oh, but
I was the first person to stream Warframe on the platform, so that was
Nice.
exciting.
You don't see many non-human VTubers.
True.
hmm.
I mean, to be fair, I'm not human. I'm humanoid.
Yeah. Well, humanoid VTubers as well, yeah. Like
Yeah.
Red Claw is a dinosaur, but like Brambo is humanoid-esque,
Mhm.
you know.
Yeah, I have a cat form, and actually, Pep is gonna be making my live TD for my cat form when I have the artwork
Oh
reference ready.
shit!
Yeah, yeah,
Oh.
yeah. Red Claw does have a human model, and yeah, similarly, I'll have my human models and I'll have my cat form
Let's see
as
how
well.
many followers Zova has.
Make sure you choose the right one because I have regular Zova and then I have Zovastria, and regular Zova has no followers because it's just a holding on to the name account because I ever want to become just Zova instead of Zovastria.
Princess of Austria has 46 followers.
I actually don't even know how many I have right now on there. Probably
Oh,
about, like,
Batty
50 maybe.
signed up. Well, I've got to beat Batty.
Yeah,
Because-
I've got an unspoken vendetta there.
You have a lot of vendettas, Damie.
I do. You know what?
I see where Toya gets it.
And only one of my vendettas is mine. Everybody else's people I know have been wronged. Like,
Yeah.
fuck you. Butthole. So let's talk about Discord as a streaming platform, because this
that's the thing that. Okay, so here's how I know Discord. is
this one
trying to
really
be a streaming
interests
platform.
me.
So Discord started showing up messages that was like, "Hey, if you stream this game in our channel or
Wait,
in,
what
in
happened
your
to
chat."
Bao? Well, wait. Next topic. That'll be our next topic. Okay,
Oh.
keep talking.
So one day I was streaming a game, or I was playing a game, and Discord was popped up a little thing that was like, hey, if you stream this game in your Discord, uh, to two people, and three people watch or whatever, you can get drops. I was like, wait, Discord's doing drops? Why would they do drops?
Discord
What?
is doing drops.
So apparently Discord is giving people stuff for playing games and streaming them to their platform.
Oh,
Now, to be fair, Discord is not exactly new to this because slowly over time, Discord's been adding new features to sort of enable this feature of quote unquote streaming on their platform. The problem with the problem with Discord is there's no discoverability. Oh, that thing that happened about. Okay. The problem with Discord is there's no discoverability. You have to be in their Discord to watch them, and there's no real way to find new people on Discord to watch. Like,
Mhm.
okay.
what are you gonna do to go find somebody to watch? There's no button to find search for servers with people in them to watch. Like,
Fair.
that's the problem with Discord right now.
Well,
But
there is sort of a button for that, but I think no one actually uses it.
No,
the
nobody,
what?
nobody
The
uses that
explore
shit.
discoverable servers.
Yes, no one uses it. It
There's-
exists. No
I
one
opened
touches
that
it.
up. First thing I see: Midjourney, Honkai Star Rail official, Genshin Impact official, OpenAI. I don't. Yeah, no, I don't know.
Yeah.
But there's also a subscribe button in certain discords that are that have it enabled. Um, you can subscribe to a Discord to get extra features and functions in the Discord, such as and they just recently added the soundboard into the Discord built in as well. So
Okay.
you got your soundboard built in too, and you can set it so that certain roles have the option to use those sounds. So it's sort of like sound alerts where people inside the you can do people have people inside your call watching you essentially use sound effects on your stream. I guess technically speaking.
Which is a terrible idea, but, but certainly.
And your stream with the sound effects you're allowed to use is tied to if you have Nitro, you can use sound effects from any Discord server, which could be
Oh God,
questionable.
Nitro.
But
of course.
but the other thing is they have the stage function essentially, which lets you essentially put yourself up on a stage in a call, and then everyone else is allowed to watch and hang out, I guess, or whatever, while watching you.
Okay,
I mean,
interesting.
it's an interesting concept. I will say.
It seems inherently supplementary.
But the thing is, it's just like there's like we said, there's no discoverability really. Like
Mhm.
you
Oh, wow.
don't really know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
cool
the
thing.
thing is, yeah. Anyways,
Bao lost all their subathon money.
yeah, they paid somebody to do a thing, and then they didn't do the thing, and they're trying to get their money back, and it's like $30,000, and they didn't
And
get
they
their money back.
refunded them $20. Ooh,
Yeah.
someone's gonna be suing somebody.
Yeah,
Also, that's a lot of money.
It is.
yeah. That's
Yeah.
That's $34,000 that they lost for paying for these videos that didn't go anywhere.
But effectively, the Discord streaming element seems more just a case of, oh, here's a more private stream for the more trusted or avid supporters, rather than really, hey, this is my new streaming platform, Discord.
Yeah, I'm streaming on Discord now. Like, what?
I mean,
It sounds so.
it being more private does mean that you can explore some things that are a bit more legally grey, which is probably the main thing it'll be used for.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll probably be used for things that, like, because there's probably a TOS, but it's going to be hard to enforce it because everyone's in their own servers.
Exactly.
And
Mhm. So watch alongs will be easier.
Exactly, Cheese Boy. Or just it's for high tier subs, mods, and special friends of sorts.
yeah, I mean, you can do sub only streams on both YouTube and Twitch, but not. I don't. It's like a newer function on Twitch, I think.
That's
TOS in their announcements.
very
Wait, no
worrisome.
TS? Oh god.
But that also creates some very
Well, what's
whether
they're
it's
not going to have advertising then, because there's no way that any advertising agencies would be okay
what
with that.
what they're trying to monetize there is more just for the service directly. So they're putting a kind of subscriptions and really trying to enforce Nitro.
Yeah, actually, that makes sense.
That's really
Yeah,
that's the core of it. Really, it's effectively just screen share but fancier.
fancy screen share. It's.
Exactly. It's all just trying to.
I've never been okay with Discord as a streaming platform. I don't think it has the potential to become a streaming platform.
Yeah, no,
I
it's
really
supplementary.
don't either.
Like
I'm really
if I,
mad about the whole username thing too.
oh yeah, absolutely, it's
The
a terrible
username
decision.
thing?
Yeah, they're removing the discriminators. You have to just have a standard @username like every other platform,
Oh,
Yeah, and so you're
which
gonna be stuck choosing
means
a name. But the problem is they're doing it now instead of when this platform started. So and they're
Mhm.
doing it based on first it's Discord partners are getting to choose their name, and then everyone based on how old their account is getting to choose their name. So
oh, wow.
screw you if your account is made in like 2017 or 2018 and you
Mhm.
have all these people in 2015 getting to choose first.
Yeah.
Mhm. But at the same time, though, Steve, I mean, there are some things that are very important for Discord screen sharing or just Discord calls. You couldn't really. Like, say, for instance, I wanted to.
I mean, I get on Discord and like just hang out and chill and stream stuff, like stream art or something like that. But that's not something I'm expecting to be like monetized or
Oh,
like
absolutely. I mean,
something.
it's for things that I would
It's a community
never.
thing.
It's things that I wouldn't monetize myself either. Like, say, if I was going to say, hey, I'm going to organize a party where I'll be reading uh, the novel-only third entry in the Castlevania Chronicles of Sorrow.
Yeah, and you say, "Oh, you can come watch me do this here," and that's like,
But
okay,
but
but
because it's not public domain, you
Discord
can't
can
do that
already do
publicly or
that. That's
monetize
the
it,
thing.
which is
So they
perfectly
don't need to
fine.
try to
Yeah.
they don't need to try to push it as a streaming platform because Discord
Exactly.
can already do that.
There's no need to monetize it. It's not something I plan to do so.
Hmm. Yeah.
But I mean, that's just what these things are for in the first place.
Also solves the karaoke issue. This is true. Let's.
I heard you can actually get a karaoke license, but it's like several $100s a month.
So. That. Getting briefly off topic. That pissed me off so bad.
Mm-hmm.
Because Rio took down one of her. Took down one of her. Uh. Took down one of her redeems. Ooh, senior moment. And that redeem was Sing a Song. Shiji was worried too because, oh no, Twitch isn't big on. Twitch has never been big on karaoke.
Twitch has never been big on karaoke. It's the same. The rules stay the same.
The rule has been the same rule. There was no change or difference. Someone just with Reach dug it up, and then posted it again and freaked everybody out.
Yeah, that was dumb. That's sort of like the problem with getting back to platforms and stuff.
Yeah.
If you do get an audience, if you say misinformation or things that are like worrisome or like
or reactionary,
and people are just gonna see it, and that's you have sway. You may not realize it, but you have sway, and that's not necessarily a good thing if you say something that's not good.
Mm-hmm.
You will be held accountable for what you say, whether you like it or not.
Yeah.
But yeah.
You will, yeah. Yep. And it's just influencers using clickbait, like the like the VTuber support chains.
Oh yeah, that's just a scam.
It's
a pyramid scheme.
It's a pyramid scheme. Is what it is.
One person at the top's like, "Hey, let's follow each other. You follow me first, and I'll follow you back." And then all these people reply, and then they never get followed back. And this person gets like a lot of follows. Yeah.
So we've established a bunch of the different different platforms, right?
Hmm.
So, what do you think then is the best platform?
Well,
Hmm.
that is I have an easy choice for that. The upcoming unannounced, but now being kidding, of course. I was going to
Mhm.
say a Project Refuge streaming service
Yeah,
coming soon
exactly.
in
Coming soon.
2032.
Hey, we're gonna have our own
2032.
streaming service.
Yes.
Ah,
I think I think that, you know,
uh,
when it comes to streaming service platforms, it depends on what you want and
mhm,
what your goals are.
Okay,
I think
so for what you're doing, Zova,
mhm,
what is
yes,
the best platform for you?
when I'm playing Warframe, Twitch. When I'm doing other
Okay,
stuff, VStream.
okay.
Because
Um,
all of the people who watch Warframe are on Twitch.
mhm,
yes.
So the people who are going to find me are going to find me on Twitch. And then I might be able to get some of them to come over to VStream, but whereas where I'm on playing when I'm doing other categories like just chatting or something like that where I have less people watching, I'm not going to be
Hmm.
anywhere near the top of any category. So
mhm,
I'm going to get a lot less people coming around that are new.
mhm,
So
Okay.
if I do it on a platform that's different platform, uh, I might stand out more on that platform, and I get to test out that platform, and as well as try to push that platform forward. So like not only am I on that platform to like test it and stuff, but also like I'm currently one of only like a smaller number of people who are over there. So as the audience of that platform
mhm.
grows, I will be already have an audience on there, sort of thing, you
Indeed.
know. Um, and I sort of see it as no loss because I don't my numbers on Twitch on those particular categories are smaller, so it's not too big of a deal, you know.
Mhm,
But if you're like Twitch is not a bad like you can just stream on Twitch if your goals are just to have fun and stream. And if you're doing categories that are more niche, then people will probably find you on Twitch because you know you
Alu,
got
for what you're doing.
Um, isn't necessarily a streaming service for me, but I think ultimately, as long as VStream takes the things that I do in that I do stick to Twitch for,
Hmm.
namely the elements of community such as raiding and the custom emotes, then I mean I would probably move over as soon as I become a
they
proper
got
VTuber.
Okay.
they got some really neat stuff I can't talk about it, but they got some really neat stuff going for the raid stuff. I'm really
So
excited for it.
I unfortunately have no experience with VStream, and I have so little faith that another platform is going to arise.
Mhm,
But if for now, I think for what I'm doing, probably Twitch is the best place to do it. Now, if I could have moved to YouTube, I would have moved to YouTube. But it's so hard to monetize there. And
Yeah,
it's really, really difficult to get those watch hours. Once you do, you're good.
yeah. I think
Um,
here's the thing about YouTube. If you plan on or you do make a lot of like short form content, like videos, like
yeah.
10-minute videos, that might be the best place for you to stream because you're gonna get people coming in to watch your videos, and then they can see you're live
Mm-hmm.
on YouTube.
Yeah.
But for me, that's not me right now. Maybe
Yeah.
eventually I'll be making more videos, and I plan on it when I have my model and stuff. But right now, the only thing I post on YouTube is shorts, and they get questionable amounts of reach here and there. And I'm slowly building up that platform, but it's a very slow pace, and people who are going there are probably just going to scroll to watch shorts. You know, they're not there to watch me stream over
No,
there. So the only people
they're just scrolling shorts. That's the problem with the
Mhm.
YouTube Shorts is that well, I mean, if you were streaming on YouTube, I think those shorts would go further. But
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, it's not like I haven't had people find my YouTube and then go to my Twitch from my YouTube because there's
oh,
been several people
nice.
who have seen my
Oh, then it's paying
Warframe
off.
build videos. They've seen my Warframe build videos and they're like, "Hey, I saw your
Yeah.
build video on YouTube," and then they came to see me. But that's
Well,
like the
that's because
exception, sort of.
you're everybody's favorite Warframe streamer.
I mean, if I stop streaming on Twitch except for Warframe, that might actually become true, though. Unfortunately. if VStream pops off and I slowly move more and more of my content over there, then Twitch might be Warframe might be the only thing I do on Twitch.
Warframe.
It would be
Yeah.
good for my numbers because like my best numbers are on Warframe. So if I stop streaming at lower number content on Twitch, I'll probably get more numbers on Twitch. But like,
It'd be interesting. Unfortunately, I can't say anything about VStream I mean, I don't. It's because I'm very pessimistic and I don't think that. I mean, chat said I have to apply, so I'm going to apply. But I'm very pessimistic at this point about another platform coming in and being able to like carry itself into being a proper competitor, but I do agree that a proper competitor needs to be created.
Well, here's the thing. I think the thing that might push it forward is the fact that it's more niche than Twitch or YouTube.
Yeah,
it's specifically VTubers.
Consider
anyone who's a fan of VTubers will be on that platform. Yeah.
So consider the following, though, Damien.
Yes.
Let's say you start streaming on VStream, and let's say your pessimism is warranted and the platform votes.
Yes.
You establish a new audience.
Yes.
They no longer will find anything on VStream.
This is true. So they'll come to see me on the Twitch.
If you have a fan base, they will. A good time of them will probably follow you.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Therefore,
we followed you from one account to the other. I'm sure from one platform to the other, if they're willing to move platforms, if the platform's gone, then there's not like they're going to stay on that platform because it's gone. So
I feel bad for everybody who like invested in Mixer.
I mean, it's one thing if you invest in a platform that's got a large bit of money behind it, because people are probably going to stick with that until it dies, because it's not expected to die. But if you go for a more niche platform and if you're not only getting constant, if you're not only at that gravitational recursive growth stage of Twitch, you lose nothing by experimenting elsewhere.
This is true.
And
I think. Oh, please continue.
And honestly, it's probably doing yourself a disservice if you don't try to experiment in some form or another.
It's like you gotta see an opportunity in front of you and be like, this. You never know where it will go, but it's an opportunity that may make it big.
Because additionally, if everyone looked at it pessimistically and just said, well, it's probably not going to survive, why give it a shot, nothing's going to change.
Yeah.
Yep. There's a lot of inventions and things that were like, oh, that won't succeed.
If you're willing to take the step and take people with you, that's the best way to enact change. Change starts from within. And that's how we upset the duopoly of Twitch and YouTube.
Which is pretty... Because I don't think Kick is going to do it.
Kick might survive and grow.
I don't doubt that Kick will survive. The crypto bros need a place to go.
The problem is I don't want to be there.
Kick is going to survive. It's going to do well, but problem is it's not, unless you're leading into its more, we'll be polite and say niche proclivities.
Yeah.
It'll be more like
we forgot about TikTok. I can sum that up real quickly. TikTok hates VTubers.
Yeah, that's one thing. The other thing about TikTok is... Sorry.
Oh, please continue.
I was gonna say TikTok also doesn't let you stream from your PC until you hit a certain amount of hours streaming on non-PC stuff.
You have to stream from your phone?
You have to stream from your phone to begin with, because they don't give you a stream key.
I see.
Gross.
But also, I mean, yes, she has a point. As after all, I mean, some of us might remember the age of Justin TV.
Oh wow,
that's old.
That is old. The real problem with and this is a serious problem with TikTok, is that I don't know how they're doing it, but TikTok is monitoring you when you stream. And so if you say something vaguely controversial about the TikTok, on the TikTok, you will have your stream shut down in the middle of it. Like when our boy was streaming on the TikToks and someone made a joke using the word suicide, and their stream got shut down. And me and Stitches were trying so hard to keep this other dude in line. Because we were like, okay, we understood, we got the warning ahead of time from our dude. You know, they're really, really picky. So you got to be real careful what you say. And
You can.
in the middle of his stream, it got shut down.
Yeah,
So,
TikTok lets you stream from your computer if you have the stream key, and the stream key only gets given to you if, under certain circumstances. Otherwise, it's phone only.
So, you know, TikTok is, as a streaming platform, is...
You can technically stream from Twitter, can't you? I think, technically speaking.
You can stream from Twitter mobile.
Yeah.
They implemented
and
that.
Damn. And of course...
I
Facebook
can't
Live,
remember
nobody
who
does
got
that.
shut down.
Was it neat?
It was neat.
It was Neat.
Neat is the only TikTok streamer we know.
That's right.
Yeah.
Neat got shut down.
Although I heard Neat was
That's
trying
it,
to
that's
move
it.
off of TikTok, but I'm not sure.
Well, probably because he was
Okay.
banned for out
Oh,
of his
he
control.
wasn't banned. He
Void
was.
banned?
Oh yeah, it's they temp ban you
Oh.
for like a day, and then you get to stream again. But yeah, Neat.
Gotcha.
Yeah, Neat had their stream. He had his stream shut down because of this dude not being able to keep his shit together. And it's not an uncommon thing, I guess, for that to happen on TikTok. And also, TikTok hates VTubers.
Can confirm. I've been quote unquote shadow banned many times over there just
Yeah.
for my videos.
I mean, TikTok has actively said they hate VTubers too. They're not shy about this fact.
Yep. So we need an alternate platform
Yeah.
that is all VTubers.
Obviously, what we need here is segregation. I'm on board.
I mean, okay. Here's the thing, though. Right? Here's the thing about content, right? There's an audience for there's ways to divide content, right? Like Twitch divides content by game categories and categories. You got your Warframes and your Just Chattings and your talk shows and so on. But like, what if we had platforms based on fan bases, like, you know, a VTuber platform and a fleshy platform? I don't know.
Ugh,
Like-
flash tubers.
Everyone I talk to that's a flash tuber hates the word flash tuber, and I usually try to use the word IRL streamer instead. But that's also wrong because IRL streamer refers to people who walk around with a camera.
I mean,
That
it's
used
just.
to be called a life streamer.
I mean,
Oh.
it's. It's a really fun and weird word. It's
That
not
was
meant.
a fad too, life streaming.
Just it's.
I like
I
flash
mean,
tuber.
I saw there was like a blurred thing, but it was like a person in China, I think, was doing a stream with their phone outside, and some person, whack job, came and used a sword to slice their hand off on stream.
What?
Wow.
Yeah,
Run that by me again?
someone in China was streaming outside in the open, and on stream, some random person came up with a sword and sliced their hand off.
Okay.
We don't know why. They're obviously
Well,
in
it's
custody, but
China.
we're talking about like the fact that there's obviously safety issues with that because, you know, people might find you based on your locale around
Mhm.
you and
Yeah,
come to do things
it's-
that's really
it's-
awkward and such.
Yeah, it's China.
I'm just like
Chinese people in chat, please feel free to cancel me.
Unfortunately, China's not exactly the best place. I think China was the place that where when people get into accidents, if they run over somebody on accident, they try to finish them off, because if they don't, then they're going to be charged a lot of money. I think that was China that did that. It might be a rumor. I don't know.
I don't think that it's.
It
Look,
might be a rumor. I'm not trying to spread rumors.
At the end of the day, at the end of the day, be lambasting China will be its own different topic, but the
yeah,
but
that's a whole other can of worms.
that's a whole look. I have a problem with China, like a huge problem with China as far as content creation goes. What with them hijacking their AKB48 sister group that was created there, and Hololive China actively doxing, trying to dox Coco and sending antis over to her streams and encouraging this after they showed where their analytics come from, and Taiwan is listed as its own separate country as in YouTube. And
no.
Yep. Hachima and Coco got suspended for like
That's
a
so
month or
stupid.
two over it. And soon after, Hololive China was annexed by China itself, and then they graduated all the VTubers.
So essentially, China said, "We don't like this anymore. We're going to take this company and make it ours." And then
It's what they do to entertainment companies. It's pretty messed up. If you have money and you have a organization, and they like a VTuber organization, or in the case of AKB48, you have a idol organization, do not try and break into the Chinese market.
That's the thing. It's a big market. There's a lot of people there. The problem is they take over everything.
The problem is they're scumbags and will privatize your stuff. There's a lot of stuff. I could go on and on about how China screwed up the entertainment industry, but
I mean, they don't want people saying things against their country, so that anytime they censor you, and if they don't have full control over the content, then they just remove it.
So which is why you'll never. They actually have their own streaming service, Bibly. I think it's Bibly, something like that. It's got a weird name that has
Billy.
B's.
Yeah,
thank you. That's it. And so they have their own streaming. They have their own streaming site, but usually what ends up happening is it gets abandoned for one reason or another. Hololive used to do specific streams over there, and then eventually stopped as well, just because it's problematic. And if you have to do a streaming service, I guess at the very least you want to have the least problematic streaming service to be attached to.
Yeah.
I mean, the number of issues are, numerous when it comes to certain streaming things, but I find it interesting that Twitch and YouTube are basically inverses of each other. Bad algorithm versus good algorithm, easy monetization versus hard as fuck to get monetization.
Yeah, and they both have rules that are one is really about advertising friendliness and how friendly your content is and your models and everything like that.
Primarily before even getting into that, before even thinking about that, the YouTube has very strict monetization rules for games, specifically games. So even before you think about your model, even before you think about like if you've got a boob window or something, if you're gonna play a game, you have to navigate company permissions. You have to navigate game permissions for monetization. Which, if you're playing a Nintendo game, good luck with that. Unless you belong to corporate VTubers. Like when HoloLive got permissions to do Pokemon, right? When Pokemon came out, their permissions lasted X amount of months.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then that's the question of, is it easy to monetize this game? Otherwise you're a just chatting streamer. And then you get to worry about your model.
Mm-hmm. Whereas on Twitch, when it comes to the game choice, you largely get to just, as long as you have the mature filter on at least, you just get to worry about, is the game in the game
list? Is it on
list?
the ban list? If it's not on the ban list, you're good. Like,
if you search the game under the categories and it shows up, you're probably good to go.
You're good to go. Like, you can't play genital jousting on Twitch. You can't do that. But Bay from HoloLive 4 days ago, I think, played genital jousting on YouTube. Like, just played it. Like, it was... And what's weird is that the company had permissions.
Mm-hmm.
Like, another... Kiara, when she was talking... Was it Kiara? No, it was Vesper. When Vesper was talking, one of the Holostars EN, so the male side of it, was talking, and he had said, no, I noticed that genital jousting was on the list of approved games. The permissions were there as what would be allowed to be played, and then I think it's just like a credit perm is all that it takes. Because some games you just need to credit the game. You're like, look, here's the game, here's the specific credit I have to put
because which already does that with the category system.
Yeah.
That's you could have the middleman. As long as you're using the category appropriately, you have no problems.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I can stream Nintendo games or whatever the hell I want here.
Or Scorn.
Or Scorn, which probably shouldn't be allowed to be streamed on.
I mean, it's fine as long as you don't stare long at the statues, probably.
Yeah, as long as you don't look at the statues, you're good. Scorn is...
It really understood the works of H.R. Geiger.
They really did.
For better or worse.
Yeah. Either... For whether that's a good thing or it was a bad thing, they understand their source material very well.
Because, with all the time I've spent streaming, there are only 2 games I played that I've been worried might get me a strike. For very different reasons, mind you. One of which is Scorn. The other of which being The Night Before Christmas, Oogie's Revenge.
Oh no.
Why that one?
Because we're dealing with Disney and music.
We are dealing with Disney and music.
But I never got a strike for it despite playing it 3 times now.
Yeah, that worked. Yeah.
That's good.
But those are the 2 games the only 2 games I've been worried about when I play the game and realize, oh. And don't get me wrong, I went through Outlast, but no one wants me to play Outlast, so it didn't really matter.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So, going through the Whistleblower DLC, there was no worries about the things that were shown on screen that you couldn't avoid seeing.
The in Amnesia you see Pigman pee-pee at least once. You can't avoid it. He's in he's in one of the cells. You look, there's Pigman pee-pee just hanging out there. That's just how
Mm.
the world is.
I mean, Cyberpunk is a game that's allowed on Twitch, but
I mean, it
It's,
does have.
Cyberpunk, you have to go out of your way though.
Also, Cyberpunk has a streamer mode.
Yeah, Cyberpunk also has streamer mode.
true, I suppose.
So
Which,
that's like
if you're playing Cyberpunk not in streamer mode and you get a strike of any sort,
that's on you, bro.
that is sort of on you.
The a lot of games are having streamer mode now. Like I think Idle Showdown has streamer mode, which hides passwords, and
There's a streamer mode on Warframe. Warframe is a creator mode that hides your email address in the login, and it makes it so the
Nice.
stuff that you have on your like the voice lines and stuff are less likely to be spoilers.
Oh, and Back for Blood had a streamer mode.
Well, you see, no one cared because Back 4 Blood wasn't good.
Wow, it was just Left 4 Dead again.
It was Left 4 Dead without things that made Left 4 Dead a classic.
Okay, that's you know what? All right. We're gonna revisit that.
I'm gonna put a pin on this and talk
Yeah.
about Back 4 Blood versus Left 4
dear.
Dead next time.
Yeah, we're gonna
Hell
put
yeah,
a
let's
pin
go.
in this and discuss the two games. I think, but yes, Back 4 Blood had which is really interesting because there's a level where you have to defend an area and there's a jukebox, and the jukebox goes off, which is what facilitates the attack. And in streamer mode, it like just plays this like sort of rock-esque OST thing.
Steel, you've hurt me deeply. We don't talk about
Oh
marathons.
no.
Oh,
So don't get me wrong. The trailer they showed was very promising. It had a strong
Oh.
visual style that
have some delicious dinner, Sir Big Cat.
Enjoy.
here's the thing about Marathon is that anyone who is familiar with Marathon was very excited and then suddenly
Very
not excited.
Yeah.
So Marathon is a classic series that actually is nearly as old as Doom is, and
Yeah.
was in many ways ahead of its time. Marathon is inherently rooted in its writing and world building, and frankly, just a strong PvE campaign. And this new Marathon game is effectively just, what if we put Tarkov in space?
Oh no.
It's just Tarkov in space,
Tarkov.
Which is not what
Space.
anyone wanted from something with the Marathon name attached.
yeah. No.
If you gave me a new PvE Marathon game with this art style, I would have said yes. It could have even been my best in the show.
Mm-hmm.
When you say it's a PvP extraction shooter, you have lost all of my attention because you have failed. Which is so surprising, because Bungie has shown endless reverence for. Hold on, I'll get back to your comments, Steve. But
Marathon is effectively sacred amongst Bungie employees.
Bungie has shown endless reverence for Marathon because it constantly acknowledges They constantly acknowledge their roots, because without Marathon, Halo and Destiny would not exist. Both of them repeatedly called back to both lore-wise and in terms of just their entire structure is really just Marathon Part 2 and Part 3.
Yes.
Which is why...
In fact, AI works fundamentally the same in Halo as it does in Marathon.
However, so, Steel, I am not inherently anti-PvP, but if you're going to... What I am I hold history sacred. If you're going to utilize a franchise or series name, you need to understand what made that series special in the first place. If you're going to reboot something, I completely missed the point of what the original work was about. Why are you using that title?
Mhm.
I mean, there are some times where you understand why, even if you disagree with it, such as Prey. Prey was the Prey reboot was done, has nothing to do with the original Prey,
No,
but
nothing.
it's entirely because Bethesda wanted to ensure that they held on to the Prey trademark after screwing over the original developers. It's a terrible way to do things.
Which they did, by the way, hard.
Oh, absolutely. But it's why they did that.
Yeah, they slapped them good.
I mean, understandably, Steel, but that's also precisely why it's so important when you do a new entry in a classic series to do it correctly, because people are going to come to this and think, oh, this is Marathon. And if they go back by the originals, or they get remastered or whatever, they're going to say, oh, this is Marathon?
Yeah,
Completely different.
yeah, it's not great. It's not great at all. Let's put it that way. And the reverence that they've treated Marathon with up until this point, it's very weird that they would go through and decide that this is how we're going to use the Marathon. This is how we're going to use our Marathon IP, and that is really strange to me.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, really, really strange to me.
It would be one thing if they used the Marathon IP for just to explore, because Destiny has PvP sort of latched on because it kind of needed
Tarkov's
to.
considered PvP.
It's well, that's
Well,
why they
it's
call
the
it an
extraction shooter.
But so people typically branch that under PvPvE,
Mm-hmm.
which includes some things like Hunt Showdown as well.
Yeah.
It gets muddy, but it's a clearly just.
Hunt Showdown's a good game, by the way.
But it would be one thing if they made Marathon a classic Bungie PvP shooter, deathmatch style. I would have no problems with that because that's at least still honoring Bungie's legacy. Because Destiny really is not PvP focused, whereas Halo had a big reason for Halo's popularity was its strong PvP scene. I could understand that. When you go classic Marathon aside, we're going to trace modern trends with one of the oldest shooter IPs. What are you doing?
I'm literally like here. I'm like, what the hell is Marathon? What are we talking about?
Marathon is effectively the original Halo.
Okay.
Marathon is the
back from the
backbone from where
back
Halo
from the
came from.
Doom era, back from 1994.
Yeah.
Without Marathon, there would be no Halo. But yes,
Okay.
Steel, it's why, because of the fact that Destiny is trying to manage so many different modes without being able to overhaul balance entirely, there are things that are very clearly higher on the totem pole than others. And that's fine. But I think a lot of people who want that classic Bungie PvP experience probably are not getting what they wanted from Destiny, and thus I could see them using Marathon to bring back that sort of experience. But making it an extraction shooter is just.
Um,
Who asked for this?
Yeah. And Marathon broke ground pretty significantly because up until that point you had your boomer shooters, right? You
Mhm.
had, and Marathon, of course Marathon also predates Half-Life. Marathon was unique in that while Doom is a quintessential what they'd call like a boomer shooter. You go through, it's bombastic, you're exploding dudes left and right, but you're really not. There's not a lot of story there. You're going, you're finding key cards because we need an objective thing. You're blowing people up, and there's very little story. Okay, dude is a Marine. Hell's invaded. You gotta fuck him up. Marathon, on the other hand, had a story. And it also had a story that you had to discover through terminals and shit. It also predates System Shock, I believe, but Marathon at the time was a departure from this. It's a departure from this sort of that style of game that they'd made, and you wouldn't really see that again until like Half-Life and System Shock. Also, it was on the Apple system.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God.
It was like a specific Apple game. Back when that mattered.
Well, it doesn't matter anymore, apparently. It's, Apple is not a gaming platform.
No, it's all the same hamburger these days, but the Marathon is treated with a really crazy amount of was treated with a crazy amount of reverence and almost a sacred sort of run on that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the original Marathon logo. Hello, Pad. The original Marathon logo can be seen on Halo guns, like on the pistol. The term rampancy appears in Marathon because you're dealing with a rampant AI in Marathon. Large concepts, not like the concepts of the story, but the concepts from the world are used in Halo.
And almost...
Oh, please continue.
If memory serves, also, just almost every enemy type has a parallel from Halo to Marathon, at least at least from Halo 1.
Yeah, from Halo 1, yeah.
Things added afterward, I think, were a bit more original, but Halo was effectively just, hey, we started working on something else, but then, as it developed, we came closer and closer to what we were doing before anyway, so let's explore these concepts again.
Yes. Marathon.
It's our boy.
Marathon.
It's our boy. Hello,
But effectively, if you liked Halo's campaigns, I mean, you owe it to yourself to go back and play the Marathon games.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't know how well they've aged.
And not the new one.
And not the new one. It's like when they turned the Vampire the Masquerade into a arena fighter shooter thingy.
A battle royale, but that was because that was more just because they said, hey, you can. That wasn't just, oh, White Wolf was going, we're going to just make this. We're going to do this ourselves. It's more just, hey, people have a lot of passion for this. Yeah. What if we opened up so people can just rather freely utilize these worlds?
Suck each other's blood, yeah.
Because remember the matter of Blood Hunt exists because they opened the IP for anyone to create their own World of Darkness video game. And I mean, as far as battle royales go, it does seem much more interesting than many others.
I have a better analogy there,
mm-hmm.
right? Marathon being turned into a PvP Tarkov-esque extraction shooter. Hydrate, everybody. Is
it's like Quake turned into a hero shooter.
It's on par with as odd of an idea as it was of Nosgoth, which was a battle royale in the Legacy of Kain universe that was,
It was-
terrible.
Oh
It,
god.
it was an asymmetrical hero shooter in the world
Yeah.
of Legacy of Kain,
Yeah.
which was in many ways ahead of its time. But
But it's like Nosgoth. It's a why. You know, this is a property that was held in high regard, and we're just getting weird with it. We're getting a little wacky with it. But we're probably gonna see more Tarkov-esque games.
it would be like making a Crash Bandicoot MOBA.
I'm on board.
That'd be cool.
You know,
I'd be
Adventure
down.
Time had a MOBA.
Don't approve that idea. It exists.
Wait, Crash Bandicoot has a
Yes.
where? Where can I play it? Where can I play it? I mean,
Crash
Pokemon made a
Team
MOBA.
Rumble. Fuck me running.
You think I just say these things because they're terrible ideas? I say them because they're terrible ideas and they exist.
I did think you said this thing because it's a terrible idea. Wow. Okay. Okay. That's... Yeah. Alright. I don't...
I think that information has broken Damien, which probably means we should wrap up our show.
That's,
Probably.
Congratulations.
That's
We've ended this. We've ended our podcast on first information of what people do with beloved IPs,
it's
which
a,
is not anywhere close to how we started this show.
It's a MOBA. with Crash Bandicoot in it. I don't...
I think it needs to be reset.
I'm
So
done.
can you find the Switch?
I'm fucking
I'm trying
done,
to find the Switch.
man.
I'm not seeing the Switch here.
On the subject, if you were a MOBA character, what would your 4 abilities be?
Yeah, there's nothing back here.
You know what? I can't.
Well, your ultimate will be the Hobo. We know that much.
Okay, that's my ultimate is the Hobo Ara Ara.
Can you play
Okay.
Sonic?
It
What am I doing with Damie? I'm
it
finding
stuns
a way-
anyone in the vicinity and causes emotional damage.
Emotional damage.
Emotional damage.
Okay, alright. Yeah.
There's a lot of junk back here, Damie. Why is your rear so dusty?
You know
Don't
what?
you clean?
I don't have any arms.
You should fix that problem.
I
Become
don't
a
have any
robot.
arms to clean the TV. Get
You
out
become
from
a robot.
behind
You
me.
would...
That's weird. Stop
You-
looking at my butt.
Oh.
That's weird. You're weird. Alright, I know who we're gonna raid.
Okay.
We're gonna be raiding Bredna, a member of the... Wait. Okay, Bredna is on a BRB screen. But we're gonna raid anyway. Please stick around. My boy Toyochi is keeping everybody company while Bread is on a BRB screen, but it's Bread's affiliate anniversary. So that's pretty cool. So we're gonna go give Bread some affection.
Yay.
Don't watch his ass raid, that's fair.
So the next Friday festivity we have planned is Damien and I duking it out in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure,
Yep.
and Shrimps will return on June the 9th most likely. And we will be talking about probably Left 4 Dead, its legacy and successors.
Thank you for the sub, Brambo. Thank you, thank you.
Hell yeah.
Doesn't wash his booty raid? Look, man.
Yeah.
If I could wash back there, I would. But I don't have the ability to do that. But with that, I've been Damie, your dynamically augmented media independence.
I've been on
I've
it,
been
yeah.
Princess Avashi of the Astral Realm.
This, of course, has been Shannon, and we will see you. I'll see you tomorrow.
Bye.